Welcome back to SaharaTV, and right now in our studios, I have a treat for you guys. The very popular rapper-producer, EL. He's right here in the studio. Welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Right, and before we get into the interview, I want to play a track from his album, Elom. Is that right?
Yep.
Elom.
Yep.
Ayayaa. So check it out real quick.
This one for the garden. It's about to get a bit violent. Up in the club, and I pull up on my ride like smiling, shining like a diamond. Let me give you an assignment. Look at the watch and get blinded. I see a lot of dope things in my life. But your body make a grown man.
You know the song, right? Ayayaa. From Ayayaa.
Yeah.
From his latest album, Elom. And I want to ask you about the James Bond theatrical filming in it. And I want to get the inspiration behind all of that. Were you guys really trying to go for the James Bond sort of action feeling?
We didn't really set out to make it a James Bond type of feeling. No, it was just an very actiony chase, you know, something which will get whoever was watching very, very riveted and very interested in what was going on. So when we first spoke to the director, he gave us the whole sequence, he gave us the whole idea, and we're like, let's go with it. And we didn't really think about it in a James Bond type of way, but I guess that's what people related to. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was it like filming it? Because there were a lot of you know, was there any stunts, or is that like really you doing all that stuff?
That's me. That's all me right there. That's all me.
Right.
We had a really good time shooting the whole video. It was like the jet skis and the motorbikes and all that. It was exciting, you know, and we tried to make it as exciting as possible, so whoever's watching it will feel the same. Same way.
And you achieved that.
Thank you very much.
It was exciting to watch. So stepping back a little bit, I want to just know more about you. Tell me about like your upbringing, your family. You know, are you from a musically inclined family?
No, I'm not. My parents have absolutely nothing to do with music making, you know, production and stuff like that. I think I'm the first one who's taken an interest to making music. But it started from a very early age because they took me to piano school when I was little, and you know, when I started growing up, I started getting more interested in making music production and stuff. I remember I used to be in school and I used to run home to, you know, make beats and stuff like that. My father caught me and seized all my equipment, so I went back to school. It was just a struggle, but really nobody in the family is musically inclined like I am. So.
Where are you from in Ghana?
I'm from Accra. I'm originally from the Volta region, but I was born and bred in Accra City. Yeah.
I see. So when did you know music was going to be your thing? When did you know that you made it as a rapper producer in music?
It was gradual, you know, because it started from a point whereby it was just an interest. It was a hobby for me, and I was rapping with a whole crew called Skillions in Accra. We're like the first original hip-hop group in Ghana. So that's where we started, you know, getting together in a small room, you know, making beats and recording our own music. So then it grew from there. We separated. We didn't break up, we separated, and we're still very cool and very tight, very close. But I guess we all just found our different paths, and it just led me to here. I've won awards and, you know, been nominated for different types of things. So I think those are stepping stones for me, but the sky's the limit. So we keep getting bigger, we keep growing.
Absolutely. Tell me about, I guess, the music industry in Ghana. What are some of the challenges artists like yourself face? What are some of the challenges that you face or probably did face, you know, as you were growing?
Well, as I was growing, the first challenge I did face was people telling me, yo, it's not worth it, you know, because coming from where I come from, you don't have as good a structure as you would like to have being an artist, you know, to achieve ultimate success. So, you know, it's a grind, it's a hustle when you're trying to make music and let that sustain you and let that be your main thing. So I guess back home, that's the only challenge that we have. But it's a growing thing, you know. The industry is still developing and it's still becoming what we want it to become, but it's slow but sure. You get challenges like structural challenges, you get family challenges because they want you to go to school and they want you to become maybe a lawyer or a doctor or something.
Exactly.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been to university, I've done, I've got my bachelor's, I've done various courses all over, but you know, I think passion is what keeps me going. So
That's good. That's awesome.
challenges are there.
Who are some of your influences?
Wow. You know, I got asked the same question yesterday. And I was like, I used to have influences, but I mean, I've been influenced up to a certain point. Now, it's very hard for me to get inspired by a lot of things that go on around me these days. I think the music that I hear these days, it's cool, but I miss the times where I used to hear music that actually forced me and propelled me to like write right there.
Give me a track. Like what? Tell me about, or give me someone from those times.
Someone from those times. Let's say the first time I heard Method Man, Breakups to Makeups.
I
You
know
know,
where
something
you're
like
coming
that,
from now.
or something. The first time I heard Mind Sex, but you know, just something that would actually make you sit down and want to write something down. You know, so.
That's cool.
These days, the inspiration is there, but it comes from within me and those who I am around, my friends, and you know, stuff like that.
Totally.
You agree?
I do. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So you are known to be an Azonto pioneer.
Yeah.
And I want to know, like, which track on one of from your songs sort of allowed that to sort of begin, or that name to begin for you?
From one of my songs.
Or what was there an experience that
Yeah.
sort of like opened that up, you know? Because Azonto is a big deal, so
It is,
to have
it
that
is.
title, you know?
Yeah, I mean, way back in the day when Azonto started, we were just tired of hearing the same thing over again. And I guess producers were trying to, we were just digging to find something different. And Azonto just didn't happen in one place. It didn't happen from one producer or from one artist. It's a combination of different influences from different places in the country of Ghana. And I think that's that combination is what came together to form Azonto. I was in my little corner, you know, trying to figure out maybe if I played this beat this way, people will move to it more, and then maybe if I play it this way, people move to it more. And I guess there were other people from Tema and other places in Ghana who were also going through the same struggle. So when I remember back in the time when I played You Go Kill Me with Sarkodie, that was actually one of those moments, those pioneering moments where you could say Azonto was born. But after that, I've done One Ghana for Your Pocket, Obumo, Kalu, which have all pushed the Azonto agenda forward. And I think it's now a more well-rounded sound when you think about it to make Azonto.
Cool. So I just thought about something, and I'm always interested in artists' creative process.
Right.
You know, how you come to produce and make these sounds that people begin to enjoy, and that, you know, form things like Azonto. Can you just give me a little peek into your creative process and how you create?
Okay. Well, it's a feeling. When you want to make music, it all comes from within you. It's something which you hear, but nobody else around you really gets it until you've reached 70%. They're like, wow, okay, so that's where you're going with it. So it usually starts with a certain type of rhythm and a certain type of, within a certain tempo range. You can't make an effective Azonto song without it being in a certain tempo range whereby when somebody hears it, they can move this way. You know, so first you have to get that perfect tempo range, and then you fill it in with the right instruments, you fill it in with the right combination of instruments, you know, and once you're able to get that, you yourself will start moving to it. And you have to move to it before you can expect whoever is going to listen to it to move to it.
Yeah.
So once you get to that 70% point and you're like, wow, this is what I'm going with, then you know that you've got it, and you can build up on that. And make people boogie.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of you know, blog gossip now.
Right.
There was a report, real or not, that you were in a car accident a few weeks ago. What happened?
Yeah. Long story. But long story cut short, what happened was we were on our way to do a show, in Legon. That's University of Ghana, Legon. And my manager was driving. And this lady, sometimes the lights go off in Accra. And the traffic lights don't work. So this lady just, from out of nowhere, zooms into the middle of the street, and my manager doesn't see it early enough, and so wham, collision. And
you
so,
were hurt?
Not really,
Okay.
no. I came out to help to access the situation and see what was going on, and then some people saw me, EL. So they put EL and accident together, then
Boom.
EL is an accident.
Yeah,
Just
it
like
was
that.
badly injured.
Just badly injured. I was in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was like, oh man, people take these things too far. So I was actually frustrated. I didn't tweet for like 2 days, so people took whatever news they had.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
Good. Well, thank God you are okay. And I know a lot of people are happy that you are okay. That takes me to my next question,
Right.
which is, how easy is it dealing with the females? I know that there was one report, what's her name? Nikki Simonos?
Oh, Nikki Simonos.
She proposed to you.
Yeah, she did.
That was true?
That was sweet.
It was
That
sweet,
was
right?
really,
But are
really
you
sweet.
really engaged?
I don't know why they said I was engaged.
That's
I never
what I'm
said
trying to figure
I never
out.
said anywhere that I was engaged. But it's media, it's news. Everybody tries to get something in there to get their news going. But no, I'm not engaged. I actually spoke to her. We texted on Twitter in the DM. She's pretty cool, and she didn't have any idea what was going on.
So she did not propose to you, or she
No,
did?
she did, and then
Okay.
she left out. She left the country. She went to Nigeria.
Okay.
So while she was in Nigeria, all this was going on in Ghana, and so when she came back, she would just hit her because she had no idea what was going on. But she's a pretty cool girl. I mean,
Okay.
we hang out.
Rumors are cleared.
Rumors are crazy. They're crazy.
So you are single. Let's just let that be known, because some ladies want to know.
Let's just say I'm talking to somebody.
Okay.
Very seriously.
Everybody's got somebody.
Yeah. You see, we're talking right now.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
So, but does that thing happen a lot though for you?
You mean with the ladies and
Yeah,
stuff?
with the ladies. Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Coaching.
I mean, it comes with the territory.
Right.
When you are in the limelight and you're performing, and you have your picture out there and stuff. You claim attention. It happens, but I guess I've just learned to take it in stride and handle myself, because it's very easy for you to get carried away and tempted to do some crazy things.
We hear about it. All right, so quickly, I want you to tell me about your collaboration with BBNZ.
Yeah, BBNZ Live.
How did that come together? And actually, who are they?
BBNZ is my record label. It's 3 guys. It's me and 2 other guys who run BBNZ. And Stefan is my road manager. Holla at Stefan if you don't know Stefan. And we have artists signed under us. We have Little Shaker under BBNZ. And we have Gemini under BBNZ. And we have 2 DJs and 1 gospel artist. So yeah, we're doing big things in Ghana. It's the most, looking at it from a numbers point of view and from research and factual point of view, we're the most structured record label in the country right now. So we're doing big things in Ghana.
That is a big thing.
Yeah.
You are, you've achieved a lot. You're one of Ghana's most popular artists.
Right.
You've won awards. You've started a studio. That was my question.
Okay.
Did you really use some of your, a lot of your funds to create the studio, or did you really get help? Tell me about that time and how what was that like for you then?
It was a crazy time because I had just come out of university and I was thrust into the corporate world. I had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and rush through traffic, horrible traffic, go and sit in a cold office with a boss who was straight up, crazy. So
People know how that is.
yeah, so I felt like it was just draining me, and what I'll do is I'll be in the office and I'll be making beats on my laptop, and I'll get in trouble for stuff like that. So I was like, why am I wasting my time? Just do what your passion is. And at the time, I had a friend called Foley who had a studio, so I ended up joining him in his studio, and bit by bit, I was able to move out and get my own studio. So it was a struggle. It was not just one thing I decided to do, but I had to quit my job first. I was home for a while, and then I joined Foley and just picked up from there.
Wow. Wow, no, that's a serious inspiration because people are
success story right here. Success story from your boy.
It's true. It's true. People are trying to do these things every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, what next for you? Like I said, you've won awards.
Yeah.
You're popular. What next for you?
Well, you know, I'm out here. You know, we're trying to break out and try and do more networking. Try and meet people who share the same passion, who share the same vision. To promote African music on a global scale. So we're out here trying to meet people like you, amazing people like you.
Thank you very much.
Who are going to partner with us to you know, realize our dreams, and that's what we're here for. But you know, it's more videos, more music coming out, and watch out for the Elom album. It's coming out in June. Elom means everybody loves original music. So get ready for that. It's going to be an awesome album. And then we're taking it to the world.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So that has been EL, rapper, producer extraordinaire out in Ghana. Make sure you check out all of his stuff and stay tuned. There's much more coming up on SaharaTV.